Hey everybody, quick video just to explain how you can head over to Scale Navigator Dashboard, create an account, go ahead and sign in. I recommend signing in with Google once you've created your account. Then you can head on over to Ensembles where you can create an ensemble. I'm going to call this one Dredge. Create the ensemble, and now I am the host of Dredge. And so whatever harmonic state I select for the ensemble of Dredge, like G diatonic and as the scale and F sharp minor flat 5 as the chord, that's going to be broadcasted to anyone who's a member of Dredge. So over in Ensemble Jammer, you can go ahead and sign in with your Google account that you've already created for Scale Navigator and join the Dredge ensemble. And now, whenever you change the scale in Dashboard, that's going to be reflected over in Ensemble Jammer. So you can select whatever instrument that you'd like to play. There are 7 different instruments. There's the harp, there's the XY pad, there's a sequencer here, a Venn diagram, playable Venn diagram, some loop pads. You can, drag on some samples to loop, like this Paolo kind of Baroque example here. And so, yeah, you can, for any of these instruments, you can have them either be subscribed to the chord, with the current chord, this A69 chord, or the current scale. And then all of the strings or like different kind of notes for that given instrument will update themselves in real time so that you never play a wrong note. That's the D diatonic scale, but if we want to change it to chord, now it's just going to be just the notes of the chord. All of this stuff outputs MIDI, right? So if you want to go and head over to MIDI settings, you can turn on have the touch harp output MIDI to whatever your MIDI settings you'd like. In order to do that, you'll need to kind of know a little bit about the MIDI studio setup. So that's over here. Head over to Window, Show MIDI Studio, and in your IAC driver, you're going to need to create some IAC MIDI ports that then will allow either Dashboard or Ensemble Jammer to then send MIDI to your DAW of choice, whatever you'd like. And over in Scale Navigator, you can do the same thing by enabling a MIDI output. Let me remove a bunch of these and select whatever kind of MIDI you want to send out. So that might be scale root, that might be the voicing of this particular chord, that might be the pitch classes of the chord sort of collapsed into one octave. So not the voicing, so just the notes between 0 and 11. Hopefully that can get you started with making some fun music with Scale Navigator, Dashboard, and Scale Navigator Ensemble Jammer. Just FYI, obviously you can use the navigator up top here to change chord or to change scale, or both, right? At the same time, or you can use the network down here to do so, and travel to further harmonic areas further afield. Obviously, if you unchuck all these other types of scale classes, you're left with the circle of fifths. So like a scale 180 degrees across would be like as different as possible, a tritone away. And you can also, the navigator is really for exploring this scale network. But if you'd rather, you know, sort of keep some of the ideas that you encounter, so the navigator is for exploring, the Sketchpad here is for keeping ideas. So what you can do is, you know, as you're exploring, say for example, you come across something that you like, oh, I really like this minor 11 chord in the context of a diatonic. Well, let's go ahead and save that. Boom. And now that is saved as a harmonic state inside of your Sketchpad. And then maybe you could keep going. Check out. Kind of funky here. That's D7 sharp 5 sharp 9 in the context of B flat harmonic major. Sounds really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And now I've got these two harmonic states here, and I've basically, maybe this is the verse of a song, right? So very disaster piece, right? And then cool. And then of course that's you know, for chord, right? You can have that set to scale instead if you'd rather, like, more pitch classes to play with, you know, play all of this stuff at the same time. Okay, well there you have it. Enjoy. Hope that's helpful. Bye-bye.